FUBU scammers, man. I don't know what's been going on lately, but there's been this expose frauds, expose the scammers, expose the liars. There's been a lot of exposing going on for the end of the 2025 season. It was like January, everything started to burn down. And then now it's like, okay, it's the end of December, everything done burned down. Now everything is bubbling up and everybody is seeing what's going on with the bubble up. But the crazy part about it is this. The crazy part about it is that all over outside of me, because I thought I was the only one exposing this type of shit. I thought I was the only one talking like this. You know, I thought I was the only one on the timeline pumping this message about, in order for us to progress as a people, we got to stop falling for the scammers in our community, man. We got a lot of scammers, we got a lot of liars, we got a lot of flyers in our community, man. We got a lot of people in our community who not right. And they look just like you and they look just like me. And so I came across uh, this young guy. His name is, if I'm not mistaken, his name is Cam James. But they tell you never trust a nigga with two first names. But we gonna trust him today because he came with the smoke. He doing what Nick Shirley doing on the other end though. He on the other end with our people doing what Nick Shirley be doing. He be doing his fact checking, his Carfaxing, and he got some names up on there now. Look, he done did some exposures now. Hold on, let me back this up so you can see real quick. If you can see you know, if you can see it right there, he got 19 keys up there. He got Myron Golden up there. He got Lydia, he got Paris, he got Damon, you know, he got like, share, subscribe, comment, follow, share, save, like, get this on the algorithm. He got a few people up there that if you really pay attention, is like, bro, no, I think mass, because wait a minute. Now don't get it twisted. That's not to say that he's not with the shits neither. No, that's to say that hey, there is a necessary there is a necessary exposing, freeing, and correcting of energy going on right now. If you're not in tune with the zodiac, you might miss and might not understand what's going on. If you're not in tune with numerology, you might miss what's going on. What's up, Jay? What's going on? Jay, what's going on? Flash bundles. You already know. Gang, 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 gang. Love gang in the building. You already know, man. Infinite love, eternal truth, and peace wave to you. I come to you in the name of the great grand holy mother of all divine, as the great grand holy father of all divine, Ra in the flesh, believe it or not. But I'm about to be revealing some secrets, and I'm about to be letting everybody know what the real deal going on. And welcome to High Magus TV on YouTube. Welcome my Facebook, Great Grand Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of family. Welcome the Ranch Dunbar family on Facebook. I say, hey man, you know what? 2026, it's about to be a little different. 2026, it's about to be a little different, man. I, Jay Ramos, you're cool, man. You cool too, man. You need to understand too. You cool, just you cool too. Understand? We all got a bit of cool in us, and we gotta find. Even if we gotta practice, rehearse, go to classes, take courses, get a mentor, whatever the case may be, and dig into the game. Yeah, man. Are you Christian? So on one end, you can say, yes, I'm Christian. And on the other end, you can say, no, I'm not Christian. Right? Because I know where Christianity comes from, because I know what Christianity, the source of Christianity, because I know the true Christianity, yes, I'm Christian. But then no, because I also know the falsity of Christianity. I also know the falseness that Christianity is going around, and I don't want to get into religion because, You talk about religion, you talk about this stuff, people believe in cognitive dissonance kicks in and all that good stuff. So yes, I'm Christian and no, I'm Christian. No, I'm not Christian at the same time. Um, and the reason being is once you know the truth, you can't unsee. You can't unsee the truth once you see the truth. And the truth is, y'all, we've been lied to. All right, you know, we've been lied to. We've been lied to by so many groups of people. And this guy, Cam James, I'm about to go find him. About to go, you know how I do my investigation. About to go find him on YouTube. And we on YouTube, he has this on YouTube, Cam James. Go look him up on YouTube. Matter of fact, I want him. I want to give him them credits and let y'all get that search and get y'all search on in the algorithm. Cam James YouTube channel. He just like 11 days ago, like almost 2 weeks ago, he did a video called "FUBU Scammer Red Flag" something, and it's finally nice to see people waking up to the things that I've been preaching to them for so long. I've been preaching this, trying to beat this in y'all head for so long. And now that people are finally gravitating toward it and finally seeing that, wait a minute, these people are scammers. And I told you the number one, see, he got his way of identifying scammers, but I'm from the streets. The number one way to always identify a scammer from the streets, if you and you got street smarts and you street savvy, always know that they will always come with a story that is too good to be true. The only way I believe it, but there are stories that are too good to be true. The only way I believe a story that is too good to be true is number one, if they show him before they tell him, meaning they giving out free samples, they are doing free things to promote what they're trying to give you, right? And you can benefit off those free things. And number two, can they be contacted and reached? Can we get on the phone and can we get any of these people on the line to come and minister what they got going on and be able to stand up under the questions of our scrutiny as it pertains to their behavior and how they've been rocking in the community? We know Dr. Umar been rocking bad in the community, but everybody's so hell bent on not holding black people accountable for black people stuff. We so busy focusing on what white folks done did. We so busy focusing on the Hispanic folks. We busy focusing on the Chinese and the Arab. We so busy focusing on other races. We're not holding ourselves accountable and responsible for the things that we can do to improve black people right now. And when I say black people, I'm talking about melanated people in America. If you have a social security card and you was born here at one of these hospitals or at your mama house or something, you know what I mean, and you got you a social security card and you got you a birth certificate and you have a straw man. You have a straw man. If you have a straw man, you feel what I'm saying? I implore you, man, to learn and get game tight when it comes to the scam that they've been running on black people for decades, and it's been working up until now. What's the scam that they've been running on black people for decades? They take a charismatic character of blackness, a melanated man or melanated female if she has the ability to do so, and they put them in front of us with a great vernacular, talking great points and doing that good talk with no physical fruits, evidence, or results to back up the talk. They've been doing, and I feel like we accept this as a people because we do this as a people. Dr. Umar ain't the only one promised the black community something 10 years ago and they never followed through. Wait a minute, man, go look at the dude Cam James. It's called FUBU Scammer Red Flags, right? And he's breaking down all of the things that we are about to just cover real quick with the scam. For instance, how 19 Keys is the most horrible speller in the world. And he's telling you, like, look, if you go on somebody's website and when you go on their website, all of the words are misspelled, and you got horrible misspellings, that's a red flag to not mess with that person and not buy from that person. It's probably a scam. They didn't take the time to even do their word check to have the SEO of their website put on the algorithm properly. The one thing I say is, you know, you can't never reach them. You can't never reach them. You can't never get in the trenches with them and ask them, hey, what happened to them donations? And where is the money? Hey, you can do something else with that money. Okay, wait a minute. They don't want to let you do the school, Dr. Umar. Then do something else with the money. But you doing all of these live streams in front of this dilapidated school that you claim to have bought or claim to have owned. You think the people still falling for that? And guess what? They still got people falling for that. They still got people that's going to get in the inbox and say, you know what? Man, no, man. You know how hard it is? Listen, no, it's not that hard. No, it's not that hard. Not when you done got millions of dollars in donations. It is very not that hard. Because you know why? You ain't got to get no school building. And remember, a real transparent person would have did live streams within the school. And would have been like, hey, look, man, y'all come out to such and such school. Come help us rebuild the school. Come on, black people, let's get together. Come on, people, now smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another. We're going to build Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey Academy. We're going to lay up there, and we're going to do volunteer work and at least get it cleaned up. The school is not even clean. Remember, cleanliness is next to godliness. Cleanliness is next to godliness. I don't even trust them if they dirty. If they dirty, don't trust them. They got some rules and principles to this how you move stuff. And one of the things is every time we seen Dr. Umar, remember when we seen him coming up and we caught how horrible his apartment looked. It looked like a hoarder's palace in his apartment. And then we go and we see the school. And the school looks like a dilapidated, empty, you know, trap house or something, you know. And look, and you want to have block parties across the street from the school, but you trying to tell me them same people at the block party can't volunteer and put on some gear and bring the cameras in and bring the cameramen in and bring everybody in and watch us clean up the school, help us clean up the school. Hey man, listen, y'all come on out. We had such and such woo drive. And hell, listen, you could do the cleaning. Look, you're gonna help do the roof, man. And look, and Dr. Umar is actually in the trenches, helping everybody, commanding the ship. Hey, look, I need you to do this over here. Hey, look, I need you to do that over here. No, he's not gonna be going from place to place preaching about a place that we ain't never been. He's preaching about a place that we ain't never been. And what he put on the front of that place? Pan. Pan spelled backwards is nap. When you live there and get into that pan, you're going to be taking a nap. You're going back to sleep. Peter Pan. They'll never understand. Because why? Nobody want to be old. Nobody want to be their age. Everybody still want to act like they 20-something. But you don't know, your 20-somethings is the most, is your fuck-up stage. When you're in your 20s, that's when you're messing up the most. When you're in your teens and your 20s, that's when you're messing up the most. That's why y'all shouldn't get married in y'all teens and y'all 20s. Why? That's your experiment F-up stage. You're going to be messing up in that. You're going to be making so many mistakes in your teens and your 20s. Even if you're a genius, you're still going to be making mistakes in your teens and your 20s because it is uncharted territory. But then when you get a little older, you done laid up there and went through the growing pains of the teens and 20s, and now you know where you want to go in your 30s. Then you start doing, the what they call it, and stop believing that lie, ladies, that you are not valuable past a certain age. No, just keep your body up. The reason why they say you're not valuable past a certain age, because after you have your baby, right? Boom, you have your baby. And after you have your baby, well, first and foremost, before you have your baby, right? A lot of females, before you have your baby, you picking the wrong guy in the first place. And you don't want to hold yourself accountable for that. Okay, yeah, the nigga lied, but your feminine intuition was supposed to detect them lies. And when it detect them lies, you were supposed to have enough discipline in yourself and say, I don't want no lying ass nigga around me, and hit him with the motherfucking joke. But for whatever reason, whatever that reason is, you looked over that red flag. Remember, the name of his video, Cam James, is called FUBU Scammers Red Flag something, but it said red flags. And that's crazy that we're doing this on Tuesday. It's crazy that I got a cold-blooded red shirt on. And, you know, when you doing this thing and you pick this dude, you pick the wrong dude. And then after you pick the wrong dude, right? You didn't say, you know what? I'm about to bad me. I will never pick another nigga like that again. Nope. I'm about to go through the same thing again. Now, I'm not, nobody's tripping. You can go through the same thing again. Sometimes you got to make the same mistakes. 1, 2, 3 strikes you out. You feel me? But once that cycle happens and the results of that cycle happens, and you're not saying, hey, I picked wrong, then you are automatically robbing yourself of the responsibility of abundance. Because in order to be prosperous, in order to be abundance, and you order to be abundant and prosperous, everything in your life has to be your fault. Everything in your life, you have to have a 100% pure accountability and responsibility in order for the abundance and the responsibility of abundance to be thrusted upon your shoulders. The reason why a lot of us aren't getting into abundance because we haven't thrusted the responsibility and accountability of abundance and prosperity upon our shoulders. Because once you become prosperous, once you become abundant, you're going to be responsible for some things. You're going to have to say you're wrong for some things. You're going to have to say it was my bad. That was my mess up for some things. And sometimes you're going to have to take the blame for some things that wasn't even your fault. Because you are the responsible one. Why? Because you are the abundant one. Everybody is not abundant. Everybody is not prosperous. Everybody isn't healthy, moving, healthy and wealthy. You feel me? So a lot of people who are healthy and wealthy, a lot of people who are moving into abundance, a lot of people who are moving into prosperity, they get weary and leery of those who are not. When in actuality, you're supposed to be just looking back and saying, "Huh, look at what I come from." But in order to be prosperous and in order to be abundant, you must understand and take full responsibility and control of every single wrong choice that you made in life. And after you do that, go above and beyond call of duty to correct and repent for that wrong choice by not making that wrong choice, because the wheel on the bus goes round and round, and what goes around gonna come around, and that test gonna come around again. Let's see if you make the same mistake. Now you know what happens when people make mistakes, right? They get into this mode and they get into this hermit and this clamster mode and say, I'm not going to make that mistake again because I'm not going to venture off into those waters anymore. And that's where you holding yourself back from abundance through fear. No, true abundance is facing the fear. True prosperity is facing the fear. No matter what that fear is, you're able to face that fear and then articulate to that fear. You are not going to beat me this time. I'm going to win this time. Why? Because I'm not afraid to go through what I'm afraid of. Wait a minute. Go again. I'm not afraid to go through what I'm afraid of. Go through what you're afraid of, because understanding that fear will actually remove the fear. And now you're able to move in abundance and say, hey, I see where I messed up at. Now, the minute you start saying them, they, that's the minute you completely ruin your abundance, you ruin your prosperity, because your prosperity and your abundance depends on how much can you handle, how much can you take and make it look easy. How much hard shit in life that people find impossible to do, how can you do it and make it look easy? And not only do it and make it look easy, but make everybody else around you improve because you make it look so good, because you make it look so easy. The people that are around you that chooses to stay up under the pressure that is you, right? They upgrade themselves because they chose to go through the gauntlet that is you, because you are holding yourself to a high standard and you're holding yourself to a perfection and you're holding yourself to a mastery. Understand that when you hold yourself accountable, responsible, no fear, no doubt, no indecisions, no excuses, every single thing in my life is my fault. Prepare for the wave. Prepare for the wealthy storm. Prepare. Why? Because all of the challenges of abundance are going to come your way. For instance, a lot of y'all don't like paying bills. How many people in here watching this right now love to pay bills? None of y'all like paying bills. You just blocked yourself off from abundance. Why? Because right now, in the life that we're living right now, until further notice, everybody paying bills if they want to be somebody in these hills. Everybody paying bills if they want to be somebody in these hills. The one that abhors bills, life picks that up and says, "You could, oh, you don't like paying bills? Let me give you another reason to not like paying bills." But what about the person that loves paying the bills, love taking care of everybody, love making sure people straight? Guess what? The universe says, you love making sure that others are straight. You love when the bills come. Let me give you some more reasons to love it. Let me give you some more reasons to love to pay the bills. Why? Because when you understand that you are actually able to pay the bills and not worry about anything, that attitude of gratitude kicks in. And now we're talking about, oh, you're ready for prosperity. You're ready for abundance. Why? Because you're grateful for the actual things that others are complaining about. Most of us are complaining about bills. Most of us are ducking the bills. Most of us are dodging the bills. Most of us aren't strategizing, planning, plotting on how to pay and get every single bill knocked out by a certain amount of time and deadline because they thrusted it up on their shoulders that that's my bills. And I love paying this shit. I love playing this game. I love doing this. Why? Because at the end of the day, that's what attracts the real abundance. The love of you being able to be the provider, to be the provisionist, to be. Remember, what Tupac said? I ain't guilty because even though I sell, it feels good putting money in your mailbox. I love paying the rent when the rent due. Hope you got the diamond necklace that I sent to you. Cause when I was low, you was there for me and never left me alone cause you care for me. And I could see you coming home after work late in the kitchen trying to fix us a hot plate. Just working on the scraps you was given. And mama made miracles every Thanksgiving. But now the road got rough, feel alone, trying to raise two bad kids of your own. And there's no way I could pay you back. But the plan is to show you that I understand. There's no way I could pay you back, universe. There's no way I could pay you back, great grand holy mother. There's no way I could pay you back, God. There's no way I can pay you back, mama. There's no way I could pay you back, daughter. There's no way I could pay you back, sister. There's no way I could pay you back, brother. There's no way I could pay you back, father. There's no way I could pay you back, son. There's no way I can pay you back, mentor. There's no way I can pay you back, friend. There's no way I could pay you back. But the plan is to show you that I understand. You are appreciated. And understanding when you develop that mindset for the actual universe, the great grand holy motherboard of the matrix, watch the response happen in your life. Watch what the universe start bringing in your life. The universe gonna start pouring that abundance in, pouring and pouring and pouring it in, and test after test. Told you, another bill gonna come up. Is you gonna be like, oh man, damn, I got another bill? Or you gonna be like, that ain't nothing. Well, what? $100? That ain't shit. Got that? What? 600 and what? I got that. 300, what? Got that too. Look, man, give me this shit. I love this shit, man. Put it all at my feet. Put it all at my feet. Watch how I take care of it. And this is how you gotta be when you are being the director of abundance. You gotta go in the zone. And that zone gotta put you in a level of accepting life for what it is and the parts of life that you are here to experience them to the fullest. Stop cheating yourself and start treating yourself. And a lot of y'all are literally robbing yourself and cheating yourself out of the pleasures of discipline. The pleasures of discipline. Wait a minute, let me put it in the game for you. I told you, the pleasures of discipline. Do you know that there's a certain pleasure? There's a certain level of raising a vibration that comes with discipline. Do you know there's a level of pleasure you get with the discipline? Understand that the root word of discipline is disciple. This is why Jesus had 12 disciples. Think about this. You can't be a disciple if you're not disciplined. Nobody was more disciplined than the Christ. Nobody, right? Christ consciousness is the ultimate discipline. Christ consciousness means you're going to watch what you eat. Christ consciousness means you're going to watch what's around you. Christ consciousness means you're going to watch, you're going to be productive and be fruitful and multiply just like the garden. Christ consciousness means in all ways, shapes, forms, and fashions that you're going to stand on business, your morals, your principles, everything you work with, everything you rock with. You as a man, you're going to stand on your balls, you're going to stand on your word, you're going to be 100% 10 toes down in what you believe in and how you're going to express and have action in what you believe in. Because a lot of y'all like to believe in things, but you ain't got no action behind what you believe in. A lot of y'all like to believe in this, believe in that, but your life doesn't say you believe in that. Your life, a lot of you calling yourself this religion and that religion. But guess what? None of your lives, I don't care what religion you are, none of your lives are is saying that, hey, I'm this religion. Why? Because when you are, you have a discipline that'll make you religious. And religious breeds consistency of what? Spirituality. So I done met successes in all religions. I've met successful Christians and I've met successful Muslims. I've met successful Hebrew Israelites. I've met successful all kind of people in life. And guess what? Guess what, y'all? We ain't never, ever, 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 ever. All of them have a different God. All of them have a different claim to spirituality. All of them have a different view of the invisible, metaphysical, whatever you like to call this world. You see what I'm saying? And all of them reach the level of success. How can all of these different religious people reach a level of success? And then you can see the same thing in all the other religions of poor people. You can see poor people in every religion and in every ethnicity. So you got poor people and rich people in every single religion. So it's not the religion. It's the mind state of the person that's practicing the religion. Because if it was the religion, it would say this religion right here has all of the wealthy people and everybody else is wrong and there'll be the poor people. But you have poor and rich people in every religion will let you know that poor and rich don't have nothing to do with religion. Poor and rich has everything to do with the mind state of how you practice the religion. And every religion at its core is an essence of message in practicing of love. And y'all hate that word. Y'all hate that word. Y'all hate love. Why? Because in order to truly love, you're going to have to evolve. And evolve means you're going to have to change. Change means you're going to have to transform. Transform means you're going to have to go into the cocoon. Cocoon means you're going to have to stop being a caterpillar and turn into a butterfly. And a lot of people don't want to just go in that cocoon and transform. You see what I'm saying? So understanding that when you are dealing with this magic, when you are dealing with this health, when you're dealing, and that's another thing, man. Watch January of 2026. Y'all about to see. I'm about to start revealing the secrets, man. I'm about to start revealing these health secrets, man. Y'all better start taking a pen. Y'all better start taking a pad, man. Guess what, man? I understand that in order to truly receive, you got to give it all away, man. And I'm about to show y'all in real time. I'm about to give away. I'm about to give away something so precious, right? I'm about to give away something so precious that it took me years to build it, and I'm gonna give it away to y'all for free. Why? So that the great grand holy mother can bless me with even more. You see, you don't understand what it's like to self-sacrifice for real. Why? You don't understand what it's like to self-sacrifice for real for the sake of your discipline and your learning and your upgrading and you are leveling up process. You don't understand what it's like to really go on the gauntlet and put yourself into that motherfucking. You see what I'm saying? When somebody else do it, it's like a force. But when you do it, it's like an initiation. It's like you are motivated, or it's like you are inspired to do it. Right? No, you're not gonna get healthy, you know, unless you say, you know what, I want to get healthy. Why? Because we were taught how to be unhealthy. We were taught how to communicate unhealthily. We were taught how to eat unhealthily, drink unhealthily, how to, and have intercourse and court unhealthily. So everything that we learned in this matrix, we learned it at a dysfunction. And if we learned it as a dysfunction, what is going to be the proper thing that get us back to apex functioning? Well, the number one thing that's going to get us back to apex functioning is we're going to have to truly improve our health. Hands down. If we don't, we lost already before we begun. We lost before we begun. And it's right here. I just wanted to, man, I was gonna go and show you what he said about them. And no, man, go by his name, Cam James. It's called FUBU Scammers. And I've been knowing 19 Keys was a scammer. Hold on, let me see. I also I've been knowing 19 Keys was a scammer. I've been knowing Golden was a scammer. I've been knowing Damon Johns was a scammer. I've been knowing Dr. Umar was a scammer. Come on, man. I've been knowing these dudes were scammers, bro. It's everybody else getting onto it late. Why? Because you can't get in touch with a scammer. This is how you know they're a scammer. You can't get in touch with them. You can't pull up on them. You can't pull up on them in case something go wrong. I'm not fucking with that. I can't pull up on you in case something go wrong. Why I'm investing money if you? Why would I ever invest in you if I can't pull up on you if something go wrong? You ain't got no building. You ain't got no address. You ain't got no kind of accountability or responsibility of code of ethics that shows that your business is going to treat me right. No, man. As a matter of fact, it reeks of hard upness. You see all these, man. That's why. Listen, man. That's why I quit asking for donations to the Great Grand Holy Mother, because at the end of the day, Great Grand Holy Mother don't need no donation. I'm not even about to rock no kind of way these. I'm not gonna rock no kind of way these neurotypical males are operating, man. These neurotypical males are operating a certain way, and you already know, man, I'm neurodivergent like a mother. You know, I'm neurodivergent like a motherfucker. I'm not thinking nothing typical. Typical, what is that? I don't even understand what typical means. My life has never been typical. Why would you ever? You could never lump me or group me in anything stereotypical, atypical, motherfucking, neurotypical, nothing, nothing typical. Even the typical, I've turned it into something extraordinary. And I'm about to show y'all in 2026. I'm about to be revealing, listen, what you about to be revealing the secrets to? I'm about to give you the secrets to miracle food and miracle tea, show you how to make your own, show you how to make miracle food and miracle tea. I'm going to show you how to activate your chakras quick, fast, and in a hurry, right? I'm going to show you the ingredients to the fountain of youth. I'm going to show you how to heal any. I'm gonna show you all the chakra doctor secrets that he be doing behind the camera that none of y'all see, that keep him Gucci, full of energy. How he lost the weight, how he went from 300 to 160 pounds, and it's all lean, no Ozempic, no, all natural substances, all natural practices, all natural discipline. You feel me? But when we talking about, you know, these guys that are scamming the community, we can't even blame these guys for scamming the community. We have to blame the community for for number one, having the lack of accountability and a lack of responsibility to not hold these brothers accountable for not producing on the promises they've already previously promised us but never have delivered. But we still want to give money to their causes, give money to this, give money to that. I'm not hating on nobody dollar, but I'm saying don't complain about these guys when you know that these guys are rumored to be scammers. These guys are rumored to be fruitless businessmen. A fruitless business is not a business at all. So understanding that when you are talking about these guys and these gals that follow these guys or come up under these guys or learn from these guys, you got to understand that they are coming up under a pyramid scheme type of ideology. They're doing the pyramid scheme, the triangle offense on you. See, when they doing the triangle offense on you, you got to do that circle defense. When they doing triangle offense, you got to do circle defense. You understand? You can't do triangle defense against triangle offense. You're gonna lose, right? But at the end of the day, I just wanted to touch base and touch up on these scammers that are being exposed lately. You know, and like I told you, Trump, man, you know, I'm not convinced what's going on in Minnesota is really, really going on in Minnesota until the Minnesota rich people start getting investigated and arrested because some poor people from Somalia that America let into the country in the first place, that's not the culprits. Even though they gotta go to, even though they gotta go to and they getting going. I see y'all handling the Somalis. But Donald Trump, I don't see you handling the white folks who funding this. I don't see you handling Tim Walz like that. I don't see you handling Ellison like that. I don't see you handling rich people like that. You ain't handling that. So man, you know I'm not falling for no smoke and mirrors, man. May the great grand holy mother do whatever she want to do with whoever guilty, whoever innocent. It is her will, her way, and that's how I'm standing. That's how I'm rocking. But I understand one thing for certain, and I know two things for sure. You ain't gonna never, ever, 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 ever get to the root cause by trimming the leaves. No, we got to get to these 5 billionaires and 1,000 multimillionaires that's in the state of Minnesota that's funding these operations. And you talk about taxpayer dollars, they're the highest taxpayers. Why aren't they taken to the street? Why all 1,000 of them ain't saying, my taxpayer dollars have been stolen by the Somalis? We need to do something about this. You know why? Because they're a part of this scheme with Tim Walz. They done bought Walz. Listen, he's doing the Walz. I don't know if that's the waltz. I'm just saying. Da-da-da-da. He's doing the sing, song, and dance. Man, look at it. Don't trust no politricians. These politricians, that's all they are, tricksters. Man, why you think this stuff gonna fall, man? Because they lying. We're in the age of infinite love, eternal truth, and peace. We're in the age of infinite love, eternal truth, and peace. Anything that is not that will be left behind in the old shell of the third dimensional, fourth dimensional loop wave. Man, it's going to be the third dimension and fourth dimension is about to be in an eternal loop of what y'all like to call, you know, birth and death and rebirth. And we in the spirit world, that's called suffering. You're going to suffer. Why? Because when you go into the physical realm from the spiritual realm and sign up to go through pain, that pain comes with some suffering. And you signed up to go through that. When this ascension hit, there's going to be a loop where the people who is addicted to the pain and suffering and the people who is addicted to the dysfunction and the people who is addicted to the toxicity and the people who is addicted to the drama and the trauma and the pain and all of the bull crap, those people are going to literally be stuck in that loop. They call it stuck in their ways. And that loop is going to be their own little personal hell space. But the people who literally worked their hardest to get out of the loop, the people who really educated themselves, got healthy, got wealthy, got understanding, they got awareness, they got help. Man, I'm talking about they literally got healthy. That's the number one thing, because if you're not going to even be able to know what the next path or the next step to take if you're not thinking with a brain that is functioning on proper minerals, vitamins, nutrients, non-processed food, and a healthy connection to nature. A healthy connection to Mother Earth, a healthy connection to Mother Nature, a healthy connection to the Great Grand Holy Mother Universe, a healthy connection to Mother Karma, a healthy connection to Mother Life, a healthy connection to the Great Grand Holy Mother Black Woman. Until you understand what it's like to have healthy relationships with other Black people, you will never understand why Black people need to stop interacting and go get healthy before they start interacting. Because sickness breeds sickness and health breeds wealth. Sickness breeds sickness and sickness breeds disease and health breeds wealth, however you want to call it. But understanding what's going on, we have to understand that the universal shift is happening. And everybody who lying to us, siphoning us, vampire energy vampiring us. Think about this. Why in the hell? Hold up, let me give me some water real quick. Why in the hell would you ever in a trillion years believe in a story with no substance? This ninja making it up as he goes along. When you're doing a live stream, no live stream is pre-rehearsed Cali, Cali Green, Cali Green Clean. Who does a rehearsed live stream? I'm about to make it up as I go along, is because you put the comment in there. Who gets on live stream and say, hey, well, I guess that's what they're doing now. I guess that's what they're doing now. I guess that's what they're doing now. My live streams aren't rehearsed. I'm right here in the middle of. I ain't making. Of course, I'm going to talk about the subject as I go along. I'm going to talk about the subject as I go along. But as we talking about this subject, yeah, I'm freestyling off the top of the dome. I got so much information in me, I could just pour it out, man. Somebody had told me recently that, hey, man, you sure know, you sure got the answer to everything, and you sure be talking a lot whenever you find somebody that's willing to listen and willing to receive what you're saying. And I said, man, bro, I've had an informational overload. Information overload is, man, listen, I've connected the dots so clearly, I've connected the dots so crucially that I'm an open book, literally. I'm literally an open book. So you can ask me anything and the answer is going to come out. But when it comes to these scammers that I've been talking about, is Jesus Christ? Hell no, Jesus Christ is the devil. Somebody say, is Jesus Christ king? Hell no, Jesus Christ is the devil. Yahweh is the devil. Oh, I'm not even supposed to say that word because y'all don't like. Wait a minute. What word? Uh, uh, let me see a politically correct word. Uh, I agree to disagree. We're just gonna go there. No, hell no. King of what? King of this hell? Um, King of this. Oh, I can prove it hands down. You ready to get into it? You ready to get into it, Cali Green? You ready to give me? You ready to go get the receipts or something? You ready to get me? You ready for me to get receipts? Y'all always talking. Y'all always coming with the. Listen, bro. Listen, you don't want me to. You don't want me to go there and get the receipts. Let me talk about these. Let me talk about these clowns real quick before I bust you down with these receipts. Where did the term hell come from? Kemet. That's where it came from. Kemet. Where did the term hell come from? Kemet. I know it's a distraction. It's a healthy distraction. Cali Green Clean is a healthy distraction. He's gonna. He is gonna. I'm showing you in real time how these people up here can't get on their live stream and talk to somebody in their inbox and go and let their truth be held up under scrutiny. See? Well, like I said before, anyway it goes, sick means you can be cured. You can't be cured from the plague of stealing from your people. As a matter of fact, in jail, when you're in jail, thieves, the two abhorred are the two things in real men prison that is frowned upon is you being SNITCH or you being a THEFT, a thief, theft, THEIF, THEIF, my bad. You know, oh yeah, Tariq is up there. Man, I told you, go look at Cam James' video. Tariq Nasheed is in it. Yes, Tariq Nasheed been a fraud. You know this man been a fraud. You know Jason Black been a fraud. You know these dudes are frauds and scammers. You know these dudes is frauds and scammers. So yes, Tyreek been a fraud. Tyreek been a fraud. No, this ain't prison Babel. This the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother Babel. This the Tower of Babel. Cali Green Clean. This is the Tower of Babel. I'm projecting prosperity, health, and wealth. You know how I know they're scammers? What has Tariq Nasheed? What is the physical thing that we could go get from Tariq Nasheed that improves the black community? We can go right now and get this physical thing from Tariq Nasheed, and this physical thing is going to improve my individual life. Go. See? Let's see what he could come up with. Let's see what he could come up with. Because there is no such thing as white supremacy. Those of you who believe in white supremacy are insane. There is no such thing as white supremacy. Those of you who believe in white supremacy, you are the problem because you believe that there is something called white supreme. You are the problem because there is no such thing as white supremacy. There is only black illusion. The illusions of what black people believe or don't believe. If tomorrow every black person woke up and say, we believe that there is no such thing as white Jesus, the whole world gonna change and the whole world gonna say, we believe it too. That's how you know there's no such thing as white supremacy. If tomorrow every single black person in America, if every single so-called foundational black American said, we don't believe in white Jesus no more, every single person on the globe gonna say, we don't believe it too, and the world gonna change in a blink of an eye, just like that. Why? Why? Because the last time I checked, melanin is the foundation of life. Carbon is the foundation of life. Every living thing possesses carbon, but carbon-12 is the foundation of animated life. So you gotta understand, yeah, man, stay on that right side, man. You know, stay on the right side, stay and handle what you believe in. But I know one thing for certain and one thing for sure. Mama T, I don't know whose that is, you know. I don't know none of that stuff y'all talking about. But I do know one thing for certain. I do two things for sure. I know about Tiamat, the Tiamat, and I know about oil of Ra. I know about that. You know, I don't know about and what about, and I know about Miracle Tea, you know, I know about the teas that I could create, but none of these dudes you can get in contact with. You can't get in contact and talk to Tariq Nasheed and go in and say, Tariq Nasheed, hey, look, y'all want to see the old Tariq Nasheed? Y'all want to see how, remember when Tariq Nasheed was the playboy? He was the playboy and, F, F abroad and all that type of stuff. And he did all kind of, he had all kind of freighter sort of things going on. Some carbonated people are with, well, remember, if you don't even realize that carbon, it lives in everybody, just in certain degrees of amount. Carbon-12 lives in all animated things, just in certain degrees of amount. When you look at Caucasian people, they have the least amount, and then after the Caucasians have the least amount, it is what you call the Orientals, or the white Asians, y'all like to call the Chinese and the Koreans and the Japanese, is thereafter the Caucasian. If you want to go in, as a matter of fact, babe, bring me the black out the whitewash so we can do the percentage, so we can go over the percentage of melanin within the people, because I got a book and it shows the percentage of people that possess melanin. And remember, when you talk about the Caucasian, you talk about the Chinese and the Oriental, they have such low melanin that it is almost borderline albinism. But y'all don't understand that, and y'all don't understand the defects that come with that, the lack of processing universal energy that comes with that. There's a lot that comes with not having melanin, and everybody has relegated melanin into this space of only pigmentation, and that's the last thing that it is, pigmentation. Melanin is literally the blood of the universe, man. Melanin is the blood of the multiverse, bro. So MLK was a fraud then, right? Go ahead and look more dumb. And go ahead, bro. MLK was a fraud. I mean, if you're gonna say that, if you're gonna say MLK was this or MLK was that, I don't focus on people to that level and degree. I'm focused on 2025. And when MLK was doing his thing, I wasn't alive. I wasn't alive when MLK was doing his thing. But you know what I was? You know who I am alive for? I'm alive for these. I was alive for Donald Trump. I was alive for George Bush. I remember Ronald Reagan. I remember Obama. I remember Clinton. I remember, all of the presidents. I was alive for all. Oh shoot, let me see. Everybody that's dead and gone. I was alive. I was a little kid alive. I wonder, is Victor Newman from Young and the Restless still alive? Is the dude from Young and the Restless, Victor Newman, is he still alive? Because I remember, I remember being alive for that too. Shit, My grandma and them used to watch that all the time. All we did was watch hey, listen, bro. See, nah, Cali Green, wait a minute, because you think you can't get you think the block party don't exist. That's crazy. Well, I'm about to find the melanin. We about to find the melanin, y'all, in the different species, man. I'm about to find it. But I gotta go page for page for page for page, man. And then what's your opinion on Obama? Fraud. Oh, any and all American presidents, including Donald Trump, are all a part of the WWE fraudulence. Okay? I prayed to the great grand holy mother of all divine, and the great grand holy mother of all divine gave me my YouTube channel back. What are you talking about? So I keep it in the name of the great grand holy mother of all divine. And if you want my personal opinion, all presidents are fraudulent because they don't talk about the 7 presidents that came before these 47 presidents. These 47 presidents, y'all ain't talking about the other 7 presidents that came before the 47 presidents. Y'all don't talk about the 5 Negro presidents that came before these. Wait a minute. In the 5 Negro presidents, J.A. Rogers documents the mulatto identity of 5 American presidents passing for white. Presidents Thomas Jefferson, he was a mulatto president. Y'all don't even know Thomas Jefferson was a Negro. Alexander Hamilton was a Negro. Warren Harding was a Negro. Andrew Jackson was a Negro. And Abraham Lincoln was a Negro. But y'all don't want to lay out there and just address truth. Y'all got these white folk thinking that Alexander Hamilton was which is a purebred white dude. No, he was mulatto. Okay, so if y'all don't, then a lot of y'all don't want to address the fact that a lot of the first ladies weren't first ladies; they were first men. Come on, man, y'all don't want to address these things. Y'all don't want to address that the Bible. Ooh, look, unpopular opinion. This is an unpopular opinion. This is just for entertainment purposes only. But the Bible is gay, man. The Bible, they didn't homosexualize the Bible. And we'll go through it, and I'll show you verse first how they homosexualize. You got to pause with the Bible. Wait a minute. Here we go. How do races differ due to melanin? A Japanese scientist, who that Japanese scientist is, Dr. Richard King. Sepia magazine interview with Dr. Richard King. A Japanese scientist has shown that inside the melanocytes, aka the skin pigment cells, are tiny packets called melanosomes that contain melanin. The 4 stages in the maturing of these packets is what accounts for racial differences. So there's 4 stages to the melanin human being. And you ready? I'll repeat it again. A Japanese scientist has shown that the inside of melanocytes, skin pigmentation cells, are tiny packets called melanosomes that contain melanin. The 4 stages in the maturing of these packets is what accounts for racial differences. Stage 1, the melanosome is empty and doesn't have the machinery to make melanin. Well, who has stage 1? Who has stage 1? And who that? Whites mainly have stage 1 and 2. What's 2? The melanosome has the machinery to make melanin, but is empty of melanin. So that stage 2, you see a lot of white folks with a stage 2, you see them with the freckles. That's the stage 2 white folks. You believe it or not, if you had the proper alignment with magic training and healthiness of diet and the proper sunlight, you would be able to actually tap into those freckles and your whole body would become tan like those freckles. Those freckles is melanin. So all of the white people who got freckles in your face, that's melanin. So stop being racist and understand that that's melanin in your face. Every single freckle on your body, that's melanin. That's your lineage as a nigga. So if you're a white person with freckles, you a nigga. partial. You stage two. You're stage two, right? You're stage two. But wait a minute. So stage three is the machinery is there and the melanosome is half filled with the melanin. Um, that's Latinos and Asians have 3 and 4 mostly, right? Because as 4 is the machinery is there and the melanosome is completely filled with melanin. Now remember, when the machinery is there and the melanosome is half filled with melanin, when the sun shines upon you, you're going to get darker, as well as with stage 4. With stage 2, with the proper vitamins, minerals, nutrients, and training, you'll be able to turn your stage 2 into stage 3 and ultimately into stage 4. But with stage 1, you're going to have to get a complete 100% machinery reset, and it's going to have to be something extreme, like um, taking the proper dietary supplements while intentionally burning yourself to activate the melanosome. I've been cracked this code back in 2017, and I was explaining it to everybody then. If you want to, so wait a minute, because people think about melanin and think it's just pigmentation. No, 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 no. Your brain and your body cannot function without melanin. Caucasian person, your brain and your body cannot function without melanin. Asian person, Indian person, whoever person. If you do not have nigger in you, you cannot function. What is melanin? What few people know that melanin is found in almost every organ of the body and is necessary in order for the brain and the nerves to operate, the eyes to see, and the cells to reproduce. Thus, melanin is vastly more than just a pigment coloring the skin and hair. At the core of your brain is the locus coeruleus, a structure that is black because it contains large amounts of melanin, which is essential in order for it to operate. In fact, all of the most crucial brain structures are heavily melanized. Brain melanin is concentrated in a region that functions as a gate for all sensory, motor, emotional, and motivational input and output, as well as a region that mediates conscious awareness in general. Dr. Richard King considers the presence of melanin to be a key agent in heightening psychic sensitivity in the human organism. Dr. Frank Barr suggests neuromelanin may join forces with the glial cells, formerly seen as only the glue of the nervous system, to form a subtly triggered matrix for mental organization that is the mind's eye, aka the third eye. Melanin in the brain increases from the lower primates and reaches its peak in the black woman. All humans possess this black internal brain evidence. This is a quote from Dr. Richard King. Humanity may differ in outer appearance with variations of colors, but internally they are all black. Humanity may differ in outer appearances with variations of colors, but internally they are all black. All melanin at the core. The question for all humans is now to relate to this blackness. A transform white folk, how close do you relate to blackness? How close do you relate to blackness? Every single white person, every single light person, every single person on the face of the planet, when you close your eyes, you're seeing black. When you look into the mirror and look into the pupil of your eyes, that pupil is black. How many lighter skin variants on the face of the planet is really associated, connected to, and in gratitude of their connection and relation to blackness? A transformation process requires first the right heart or feelings and profound knowledge that is taught in the ancient universities of melanin. Today's racist is afraid, ignorant of his or her blackness, choosing to run from the ancestral black core. Today's reborn black masters will accept their blackness, become unified with the universe, and be inspired to creative genius at levels that surpassed the pyramids. All humans possess this black internal brain evidence of their common black origin. The all black neuromelanin nerve tract at the brain is profound proof that the human race is a black race with many variations of black, from black to white black, all internally rooted in a vast sea of brain blackness. Quit playing with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I will go in on you. What? Melanin is found everywhere throughout nature, in animals, plants. That's why raisins and bananas bruises are brown. The soil, waters of creeks, lakes, seas, and even in comets, concentrations vary from parts per million to parts per billion, and it is soluble in liquid phases. Melanin is necessary for humans to reproduce. Melanin is abundantly present in the inception of life. A melanin sheath covers both the sperm and the egg in the human embryo. The melanocytes, skin pigment cells, the brain, the nerve cells all originate from the same place, the neural crest. Melanocytes resemble nerve cells and are essential for conveying energy. When the presence of melanin is missing or insufficient in the ectoderm, this causes the mother to lose the baby. In the case of all whites, a defective baby is produced. Okay, melanin is the major organizing molecule in living systems. Dr. Frank Barr, pioneering discoverer of melanin's organizing ability and other properties, opens his technical work, Melanin, the Organizing Molecule. The hypothesis is advanced that neuromelanin, in conjunction with other pigment molecules such as the isopenotoids, functions as the major organizational molecule in living systems. Melanin is depicted as an organizational trigger. We know this to be true now. Remember, this book came out in the 90s. We know this to be true now in the 2025. Capable of using established properties such as photon electron, and photon conversions, free radical redox mechanisms, ion exchange mechanisms, ion exchange mechanisms, and semiconductive switching capabilities to direct energy to strategic molecular systems and sensitive hierarchies of protein enzyme cascades. Melanin is held capable of regulating a wide range of molecular interactions and metabolic processes. Melanin's main properties, it absorbs, it stores, and transforms energy. It has black hole properties. Black melanin can convert light energy to sound energy and back again. And it goes on and on and on and on. I keep on telling y'all, I used to do this thing on Facebook called Shades of Black. Why did I used to do that? Because black is not a color. Black is the source of color. There's no such thing as black, white, Hispanic, or Asian. We are all just different variations of melanin or the lack thereof. They got those of us who are those of us who are in stage 1 of melanin, stage 2, 3, or 4. There are 4 stages of melanin. What you call blonde hair, blue eye, pale white, that's the first stage. See? Or y'all call that the Nordic look. That's the first stage. No melanin in the hair, blonde hair. No melanin in the eyes except for the pupil. That's the blue eye. Come on. No freckles, completely pale. You can see the blue, veins. You can see the blue blood in their veins. What are you talking about? That's the first stage of melanin. And then melanin grows into but the foundational stage, the core stage, which really the first stage is what? The fourth stage. The fourth stage is really the first stage, but we just talking about stage 1 and 2 is least, and you're going from least to greatest when we're talking about the stages right now. So don't never forget that melanin is black because its chemical structure allows no energy to escape, just like a black hole. It is also black because black is the perfect absorber of light and all energy frequencies, making black melanin the super absorber of energy and light. Thus, scientists describe it as acting like a black hole. Melanin can rearrange its chemical structure to absorb all energy across the radiant energy spectrum: sunlight, X-rays, music, sound, radar, radio waves, and can transmute and store this energy for later use. Melanin can absorb a great amount of energy and yet not produce a tremendous amount of heat. when it absorbs this energy because it can transform harmful energy into useful energy. According to Dr. Leon Edelstein, melanin can absorb tremendous quantities of energy of all kinds, including energy from sunlight, X-ray machines, and energy that is formed within the cells during the metabolism of cells. He theorizes that melanin has the ability to neutralize the potentiality harmful effects of other energies. This is known to be true now. Remember, this book came out in the 90s, and this is 2025. These all are known to be true. These are hypotheses in the 90s, right? Quote unquote. Uh, in Dr. Frank Barr's theory, matter is shaped and structured by light. That is, matter is organized through the interaction of molecules composed of slowed down light. These molecular melanin combinations eat light in order to maintain, expand, and evolve matter. The more highly evolved a species, the more complex its biological capacity is used in light. What is complex? What is a complex species? Complex species is called melanin. Okay, wait a minute. Melanin has superconducting properties. It shows evidence of being room temperature biologically, a superconductor at room temperature. Normally, superconductivity occurs only at very low temperatures, but melanin conducts it at room temperature. Melanin is likely a battery. Melanin may be viewed as a battery that is partially charged and can always accept an electrical charge. When sunlight or other energy comes in contact with the melanin battery, I consider the other energy metaphysical or magical energy. Comes in contact with the melanin battery. It increases the charge of the battery to a certain degree. I call that full chakra activation, right? When the energy is captured, the battery has more energy to use in the body. This means that Black humans can charge up their melanin just by being in the sun or around the right type of musical sounds or other energy sources. This is why sound bathing and sound healing, it don't matter who the race is. If you do the healing with proper sounds, it will literally begin to spark healing within your body simply because melanin has the ability to take that healing sound and turn it into what heals you. Look at this. Melanin in the eye receives light and converts it into the electrical energy that comes across as an image. Melanin is the chemical key to life itself. Melanin is the chemical key to life itself. It's not just pigment, y'all. Stop relegating it down to just pigment. Melanin is the chemical key to life itself. I think this is where the 12 zodiac signs come from. Carbon 12, the 12 carbon constellations that govern the matrix. Melanin is a key ingredient in DNA of the genes and protects the DNA nucleus. Melanin is centrally involved in controlling all mental and physical activities. Melanin granules are central computers and may analyze and initiate body responses and reaction without reporting it to the brain. The lack of melanin is directly related to malfunctioning of central nervous systems, while the presence of melanin is directly associated with the proper functioning of the nervous system. Melanin is sweet and has a pleasant aroma, the pleasant one. Melanin is an antioxidant, which destroys free radicals, which are a major factor in causing aging. This is why black don't crack. This is why black don't crack. Melanin retards aging and reduces senility when you see now, and it prolongs life and vitality of laboratory animals. This is why they got us on a horrible diet. This is why they got us on all of the things that can unalive us and X us out before we're a certain age, because that melanin will keep us going. Melanin causes skin to stay young and wrinkle-free by protecting it from the damage effects of sunlight. The darker your natural skin genetically, the less it ages. The opposite is true for lighter skin. That's why whites have wrinkled skin in their 40s or or earlier, while blacks have smooth, unwrinkled skin in old age. Though one may be light skinned, the concentration of melanin in their organs or melanated centers may be as high as that of a dark skinned person. So that's why you might catch one of them white priests, one of them white dudes, one of them white chicks that still got that motherfucking rhythm. Why? Because even though they might have light skin, they still can have the same amount of melanin in their nervous centers and in their organs as a black person does, or a dark skinned person, right? The reverse can also be true sometimes, meaning you can catch some dark skinned people that don't have as much melanin on the inside of them as their skin might show. Ooh, that's science right there. That's science right there. Melanin shows the potential of reproduction itself. The melanin molecule is so stable that it has been found in 150 million year old dinosaur fossils. Ooh, wait a minute. The melanin molecule is so stable that it has been found in 150 million year old dinosaur fossils. Now we know why reptiles have third eyes. It is highly resistant to chemical and advanced physical analysis, such as electron spin resonance, X-ray diffraction, and synchrotron radiation studies. As a result, its precise structure remains unknown. Think about this, y'all. Its precise structure remains unknown. To this day, they still trying to study melanin and don't know what's going on with melanin to this day. But it's worth more than gold on the stock market. How is melanin even able to be created? Where are you getting this melanin from? Right? Black is the meaning of Cam. That's crazy. Go look at this dude video. FUBU scammers. His name is Cam James, and Cam is the meaning black is the meaning of Cam. And do you know that dude Cam? He black as shit. He black as a mother. It is the root of chemistry, study of the building blocks of life. Man, blackness. Hey, bro, listen. Life is founded upon carbon, the black element present in all living matter. There is nothing blacker than carbon, and every single living thing possesses carbon. Black carbon atoms with other atoms linked to form black melanin, which has black hole properties. Black holes are found at the center of our galaxies and countless others. In physics, a black body is known to be a perfect absorber and perfect radiator of all forms of light and energy. This black body radiation is at work in the electron, as shown by Nobel Prize winner Richard Feynman. The electron is responsible for all chemical changes in matter. I'll repeat that again. The electron is responsible for all chemical changes in matter. And we know that chem actually means black, right? It has been present since the creation of the universe. Scientist Jean Charon prove the electron has all the properties of the black hole, plus it exchanges black photons with other electrons, enabling it to continuously accumulate data. This means that if we view the electron as a carrier of memory, it has experienced everything in creation since the very beginning. We in science class right now. Blackness is fundamental to the operation of the universe of energy. They say God is the giver of all energy. Blackness, not darkness. Don't get blackness and darkness confused. Blackness, not darkness, allows the perfect reception of all wavelength of energy. Regarding black bodies, Black Body Radiation, a physics book, shares the following. A body which is a good reflector is a poor radiator. A black body is described as a perfect radiator, must therefore also be a perfect absorber. This means simply that such a body must absorb all the radiation falling upon it. This requirement could be fulfilled by drilling a small hole in a large hollow sphere, since any radiation falling on the hole would be effectively trapped inside, being reflected back and forth from the walls indefinitely without finding the exit. If such an arrangement were heated, the radiation steaming out of the hole would have the characteristics of a black body, and the emissivity would be unity by definition. Bro, get educated, man. Black is more than pigmentation. Don't let these individuals tell you that black isn't the source. Don't let these individuals tell you. Testing 1 2, let me know if y'all can hear me. Testing 1 2, let me know if my bad. Testing 1 2, let me know if y'all can hear me. Testing 1 2, let me know if y'all can hear me. If y'all can't hear me, I will all right, boom, y'all can hear me. Bam. So understanding now what happens when melanin is lying to us? Well, what happens is when toxic melanin starts to lie to healthy melanin, people who are getting their mind right, people who are seeing through the facade, what happens is the toxic melanin gets exposed, because healthy melanin is already has already transitioned from the negative state. We all used to be toxic at one point in time, coming up under the American system. But those of us who broke free from the toxicity and got ourselves into health and are able to see through the facades of toxicity, you are now seeing the reaction of that toxicity as the exposure of all communities. They don't care if it's the white community, the black community, the Asian community, no matter the community, it is being exposed on all sorts of levels. And we have to realize, because melanin overall is becoming healthy. They got a lot of people who are becoming more health conscious, and you just don't know. Just that alone improves the entire vibration of the collective. Why? Because when your body is healthy, your melanin is healthy. When your melanin is healthy, you are now able to create at a healthier pace, create at a more focused level, and that focused level brings about what? A betterment for humanity, because you're not creating nothing that's going to degenerate humanity with healthy melanin. Health does not breed unhealth. If you're a healthy person creating, I guarantee you that what you're creating is going to be healthy. If you're an unhealthy person creating, what you create is going to be most likely unhealthy. If you're partially healthy, then what you're creating is going to be partially healthy. But we got to understand that these are all unhealthy individuals. Y'all calling it sick? No, don't just call it what it is. They're unhealthy. And what I mean by unhealthy is this: anytime you have to scam or trick or fool or deceive people out of their money, you really broke. Something in you is broken, man. Because when you are healed and you're moving in prosperity and you're moving in abundance, the first things inside of you are going to want to be giving away things for free, giving yourself freely of the people, giving the information freely of the people. This is what I had came in counter with today. It was like, hey, you about to move up to this next level of abundance. What are you going to self-sacrifice to give to the people in the name of the Great Mother? And I said, shit, I'm gonna give away all my health secrets. I'm gonna give away all the health secrets, and they gonna do with it as they can do with it as they please. But the number one thing that I gotta make sure everybody realizes and recognizes is that if you don't get healthy, how is your mind going to be able to produce healthy creations or fruitful and successful creations? Go look at all the creations that are created by unhealthy people, and these unhealthy creations. It's not healthy people digesting unhealthy creations. No, healthy people digest unhealthy creations. I mean, sorry, unhealthy people digest unhealthy creations, and healthy people digest healthy creations. So a lot of health people you're seeing, they're getting on the herbs, they're getting on the supplements, they're getting on the exercise, they're getting on the diet, they're getting on the self-help, they're getting on the self-improvement. They're not falling for the schemes, they're not falling for the jokes, they're not falling for the pyramids. They're always up to something healthy, whether it's affirmations and writing them and listening to them, hertz frequencies, sound bathing, whether it's Reiki, yoga, chakra activation, chakra alignment, meditation, all of those healthy things that are for free. Now, a person charging you arm and a leg for all of these things, get away from them. They're unhealthy. Why? Because an unhealthy person will have an outlet for you to get those things for very low while they're busy doing the things that they love, right? And busy doing the things that turned them into an entrepreneur in the first place. But a lot of people are not even doing what they love. They're working and not seeing the results from the work because we are unhealthy. So I always preach this message of health, because health is truly the wealth. Just think about this. If everybody watching this live right now, if everybody watching this video right now knew for a fact that they were going to live to be 150 years old, a lot of stress and worry would just leave them. But I'm going to live to be 150? Shit, I'm going to get everything done. I'm just gonna take my time and move on through life. And then when the challenges come, you're not gonna be afraid no more, and this and that and the third. So it's like kind of like cheating on the cool, right? But good thing we don't have no memory of who we used to be before we got here. That way, these challenges that are arising, that way, all of these things that are popping up, all of these tests that are coming into our lives, guess what? We are seeing them as genuinely authentic lessons to learn. And with those lessons that we learn, we will benefit ourselves first, our families and circles second, and humanity as a whole on the globe third. But if we don't get healthy first, we're gonna still fall for the schemes and the scams. Go check out Cam James YouTube, the FUBU scammer red flag video, and he breaks it down. It's a 24-minute video, I believe, like Kobe Bryant, 24 minutes, and he's breaking. And and Tariq Nasheed is in there. You know, all of the black people who've been preaching for us forever ain't never, but the black people of today's time, we've fallen backward. We haven't moved forward. We're still doing the same thing that our ancestors and forefathers were doing, or we're still receiving the same hand that our ancestors were receiving back in the 80s, back in the 70s. You know, it's just turned into something different. Oh, it ain't no more dogs in the street biting you. No, it's dogs in these internet streets biting you. The algorithm has now become a racist, right? The algorithm has now become a racist. The algorithm is racist. Even the algorithm is racist. Well, you'll see lighter individuals get more views than darker individuals, but the darker individual came out with the content before the lighter individual, and the lighter individual actually plagiarized the darker individual's content, but got more views because they're lighter. We see this through the smalgorithm. So the smalgorithm is racist. The smalgorithm is racist, bro. So we got to understand that when you're dealing with a machine like that, you're going to have to get healthy. And I'm about to start with January 1st, New Year's, for the new year. We're going to do the first. I'm thinking about calling it, you know, health secrets, but that just sounds too cliche. Health secrets. I was thinking about calling it health secrets. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but I'm gonna call it something healthy. And it because I'm gonna be revealing health secrets. Meaning, if you want, after I reveal these health secrets, you're gonna be able to make your own bottle of miracle food. You're gonna be able to make your own bag of miracle tea. You're going to be able to go through and put yourself through the chakra doctor discipline without ever having to show up to the chakra doctor camp. Now, if you just lack discipline and you just wanted to administer perfect and want to be around chakra doctor and just getting it in like that, then yeah, you know, come to the chakra doctor clinic, and you know, at the chakra doctor clinic, we will get you patched up, healed up, and cured. Hands down, I say cured. Cured. I know they don't like that word. I know they don't like that word. But the things that I'm going to be showing you for the 2026 and the new year are going to be the very things that I've been selling all this time. And now you're about to get them for free. You're about to get miracle food, the formula, how to make it, how to put it together, the whole nine for free. You about to get FCA yoga. We're gonna be on this mug. I'm gonna be on this mug, and we're gonna be activating chakras. Those of us who want to participate in the activation and the full chakra activation for free. Go on my website right now, you'll see that costs money. Go on my website right now, you'll see Miracle Food costs money. Go on my website right now, and you'll see Miracle Tea costs money. All of these secrets are going to be given to you for free. You feel me? I got way more health secrets than that because I'm so focused on what the great grand holy mother got planned for my life. I can't even be tied up, boggled down with making miracle food and miracle tea for y'all. I can't even be tied up and boggled down creating a warehouse, making a warehouse, because I'm so focused on the church of the great grand holy mother of all divine. I'm so focused on the magic. I'm so focused on the algorithms. I'm so focused on the timeline traveling, right? Timeline traveling is like my new favorite thing now. And I've been giving my time and all my energy to the metaphysical. And it's about to reap a reward that I'm not gonna be able to receive if I keep holding on to these physical health tonic benefits. No, man, it's time for me to give away the cure to everything. Man, great grand holy mother gave me the cure to everything. Right now, you're looking at a person who, on paper, is diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, but I don't go to no hospitals. I don't take no drugs. I don't do no pills. I ain't got no needles in my arm. I don't take no insulin. I don't go to no hospitals. And I live every day how I want to, and I don't have to worry about type 2. I don't have my worry about my feet getting numb, my limbs getting numb, none of this stuff. How I'm able to do it. Why? These are health secrets that I got. How am I able to have so much energy and be the last one to sleep and be the last one to sleep and I'm back up early in the morning again? Health secrets. Feel me? How am I able to pull off all of this magic? Because magic is energy draining. How are you able to replenish your energy? Health secrets. How are you able to do all of these things and cover all of these things and still be able to do live streams and do all this other stuff? Health secrets. I'm gonna be revealing the health secrets. Y'all gonna have the health secrets, and that's how we start the new year off. We start the new year off healthy with the secrets. And when I reveal those secrets, great grand holy mother told me personally, out her own mouth, that hey, you're gonna give these health secrets away, and I'm gonna elevate you. I'm gonna give you what you asked for. And so that's what I'm about to do. Do you dry fast? Yes. Dry fasting is dry fasting is cool for those who try to do it. I like to accomplish and kill two birds with more than one stone. And I like to do liquid fasts. Liquid fasts are really soft fasts, especially intermittent fasting, right? In, intermediate fasting or intermittent fasting, whatever you like to call it. Um, I like to do that as well. And matter of fact, that's my lifestyle, intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, I've been doing that for years, right? Eating one meal a day. But when it comes to liquid fasting and dry fasting, now dry fasting, I'm not going to start doing dry fasting until about 2028. 2028, I might have to go on a dry fast just because we all might have to go on a dry fast or a liquid fast or some type of raw fast that involves fruits and vegetables only, uncooked, no stoves, none of that bull crap. You ain't going back to hunter-gatherer days. We're going back and to get together and create the new world. And that new world is going to be healthy, y'all. I'm just letting you know the new world order is going to be very healthy. The new world order is going to have individuals with long lifespans. The life expectancy is about to kick up way from 70 into way somewhere else. Um, and it's all going to be because us healthy folk who wasn't falling for that thing that they was putting in your arm, us healthy folk who wasn't afraid to practice the metaphysical, us healthy folk who wasn't afraid to live it and discipline ourselves and get it ready, we're going to be the ones that build the new world in our image and our likeness, and that image and likeness will be health and wealth, prosperity, abundance. It will be 5D, and you will see it. It will be right there in front of their face, and it will be like, wow, they did that right in front of our face, and they ain't invite none of us. Nope, stay your unhealthy ass in the unhealthy world, and we're going to keep our healthy ass in the land of almond milk and honey, almond milk and agave, or whatever you like to call it. But it's going to be a heavenly, sweet, pleasant state of being for those of us who have invested in our health. You lost the weight. You're exercising your body. You're putting the right minerals and nutrients in your body. And I'm going to be giving you all. I'm talking when I say my health secrets are top health secrets. These health secrets that I'm about to reveal to you, Ain't none of your leaders revealing this to you. Ain't nobody giving you this game. That's why I'm giving you this game, because I don't never see no commercials for it. And then when I give you this game, all kind of people gonna come to my little small channel and take it and project it on their big channels. And I want that. I want you to still listen, go project this to the people, because it ain't about credit and who get credit for what. It's about getting this into the homes of people so that they can begin to heal themselves. So I might call it Heal Yourself. I might call the series Heal Yourself. And it's gonna be a volume series on all the things that you can use so that you will never, ever, ever need another hospital again. I'll say it again. After I do this series, you will never, ever, ever in life need another doctor again. I don't care if you're a woman. I don't care if you're a woman that's pregnant. I don't care if you're a man. I don't care if you're old. I don't care if you're young. I don't care if you're sick. I don't care if you're healthy. These, what I'm about to give you, these health secrets I'm about to give you, is literally the fountain of youth, is literally the healing of and reversal of all that which we like to call disease. I don't believe in disease because I've cured it so many times. I believe that disease is nothing but your body reacting to your neglect. Disease is your body's reaction to your neglect, because most of the people in America and most of us, our diseases are diet related. Remove the diet, remove the disease. Simple as that. The best food is no food. Ooh. After no food is the best food. The best food is superfoods. The best food is no food, and then after that, the best food is superfoods. What do you mean by the best food is no food? No food meaning you drinking your water, you drinking your tea, you're drinking your your smoothies, and they're not no thick smoothies, no smoothies you're gonna be shitting out and all that. You're drinking your smoothies, you're drinking your juices, you're drinking your tonics, you're drinking your oils, you're drinking, man. I'm gonna give you all of the secrets. I'm gonna show you what oils to drink, what waters to take. Yes, and there's gonna be secrets. You're gonna be like, God damn, Chakra Doctor put me on this Z, and it's really healing me. Why? I ain't got time to be laying up there taking no orders, mailing y'all this, mailing y'all that, mailing y'all Miracle Food, gotta charge this, gotta charge that, because the industry is charging you for shipping and handling, doing all this, doing all. When I could just reveal the secret to you, give you the secret, you can do it on your own. You'll get the credit and the experience points of doing it on your own. Your body will actually heal doing it on your own, and then the sky is the limit after that. But I need to really buckle down the hatches and and delegate more of my energy into what I know for sure that is changing the world. And the thing that I know for sure that is changing the world is my magic, my money magic, my love, sex, relationship magic, the algorithms that I'm producing, the timeline traveling that I'm doing, right? And all of the esoteric teachings and esoteric things that I'm doing, that's really shifting the world. And I can't really do that if I'm holding on to all of these secret cures, to all of the, if I'm holding, if you, I literally have the cure to all ailments right here in my house. I'm talking about the cures to all ailments. But not only the cures to all ailments, these cures to all ailments will literally turn you into a super saiyan if you are able to consistently implement them into a lifestyle and not just a life practice. It has to be a lifestyle. But when you do this, it will turn us all into gods. So that's my sacrifice to the great grand holy mother, man. I'm gonna give away my health secrets, and in return, she is going to give me what I asked her for. And I can't tell y'all what I asked her for until she gives it to me. And when she gives it to me, I'm gonna say, hey, all praise be to the great grand holy mother of all divine. This is what I asked for. But these black leaders, remember, I've been told you who's on. I told you all these people on the hit list. What happened? They're getting exposed. And if I'm wrong and y'all just some horrible managers and not scammers, but I can't say that, man. I can't say that. No, man. You should know the tree by the fruit that it bears. Show me the physical fruits that we can get from these black people that are scamming our community, or that are saying, Damon Johns, we can get some played out FUBU gear from you. Dr. Umar, we can't get nothing from you. Myron Golden, we can't get nothing from you. 19 Keys, we're gonna get some fake, what they got, some fake coffee. Coffee? Really? You about to sell us some coffee of all things? Now we're not about to drink the poison. Doctor, chakra doctor is about to show you the one. I'm about to show you that something, man. Listen, I'm gonna show you something that's 10 times better than coffee. I got something. I got a secret that I'm gonna reveal to y'all. I got a secret that I'm gonna reveal to y'all that's 10 times better than coffee. Any questions? Any questions, cares, or concerns? Any questions, cares, or concerns, man? Because at the end of the day, man, look, I'm gonna show y'all how to properly use this. I'm gonna show you how to properly use psychedelics. I'm gonna show you how to properly use mushroom. I'm gonna show you how to properly use LSD. I'm gonna show you how to properly use DMT. I'm gonna show you how to properly use Bufu. I'm gonna show you how to properly use all of that stuff that these people. I'm gonna show you how to properly use combo. I'm gonna show you how to properly use combo medicine. Uh, I'm gonna show you, man. All of these things played a part in my spiritual journey. I'm gonna show. Listen, we got to plan an ayahuasca retreat. That's what I'm on next. Who coming with Chakra Doctor to do the ayahuasca retreat? We're gonna do an ayahuasca retreat in Chakra Doctor House. Chakra Doctor House big enough. We're gonna do an ayahuasca retreat in Chakra Doctor House, bro. I'm gonna find me an ayahuasca specialist, bro. We gonna do ayahuasca in Atlanta, and we about to cleanse ourselves in Atlanta. Therefore, cleansing, symbolically cleansing Atlanta, man. Atlantis. Who ready? That's that man. Listen, great grand holy mother Jaleda Bumar. We either gonna do an ayahuasca retreat in Chakra Doctor House, or we gonna meet at Chakra Doctor House, and all us gonna bust it, or plane it, or train it, or wherever we gonna go, and we going to the ayahuasca retreat, and we all gonna have each other back, and we all gonna go, and we all about to go speak to the aliens, man. We gonna speak to the aliens or the gods, or we gonna speak to the motherboard. Fuck that. We ain't speaking to no alien. We ain't speaking to no god. We about to go holler at the great mother, man. That's what it's about to be. We about to go do the ayahuasca retreat. Those of us, we about to go do the ayahuasca retreat, and we about to go see the motherboard, bro. Let's go see the motherboard. We're gonna show you how to do them. I'm gonna show you how to be going to see the motherboard. We're gonna do the ayahuasca, and we're gonna do the motherboard. We're gonna see the. I met the motherboard. I met the motherboard on DMT. I met the motherboard on. I met the motherboard on no drug. And the motherboard is in my head 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, literally. The great grand holy mother literally is right here, just, and she's not speaking at all. She's a feeling, and she's a voice. So I know it's not me because I don't sound like no female. So who is this female inside of my head that helped me build a spiritual magical empire? Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, Danny, dry fasting, but I would recommend that you dry fast 48 hours at a time, right? Off 24 hours at a time. Like for instance, you do a whole dry fast, and then boom, you break the dry fast with some juice, water, or some type of liquid, and then you know what I'm saying? You drink the liquid, and then you go on and do another one for 24 hours. And just get your body built up and the tolerance of your body built up into fasting. But yes, I've done a dry fast before, and you're gonna need to build your body up because you're gonna get thirsty after about hour number 6, hour number 4. You're gonna just because you don't got it's not that you can't do it. It's just a psychological mind trick of just because you know you're disciplining yourself and not doing it, your body is like your body wants it because it can't have it. Your body wants it because it's just like with fasting. Your body is like your body wants the food, even though you know the food is bad for you, even though you know the food is unhealthy for you, your body wants the food just because it can't have it. We are trained to want what we can't have. We are trained to want what we can't have. This is what we learned when we was getting programmed by Mr. Biggs with R. Kelly. And down low, that was a hit song. And every black person went to the concert. Down low, not down low. Look, years later, months after, we got all these down low brothers in the community. We got all these down low sisters in the community. And everybody's vibration is down low, down low. Gotta keep it on. And now they call down low the sneaky link. They call down low the sneaky link now. So understanding these individuals have to get removed from the community before the community, so that community can begin to heal. Because none of these individuals are healthy. None of them. None of them are healthy. The only thing that they're doing is talking to you about how to spend your money with them, but they don't give you nothing of substance as a receipt that you spent money well earned or money well received, money well given, money well good. Money on the wood make the game all good. Hold on, man. So remember that. Money on the wood make the game all good. Don't forget to go on Amazon, go on Lulu, go on Barnes and Nobles, get the Black Cube Codex, Saturn Exposed, Sovereignty Restored. See, that's the rabbit hole y'all don't want to dive down. Because most of y'all worship Saturn and love him. And remember, in Saturn's world, Saturn is not a planet of love. So the fact that you love Saturn, that's why Saturn mishandles y'all and mistreats y'all. And that's why in this world of Saturn, people love you when you mistreat them. People love you when you stand up to them. People love you when you tell them no. People love you when you go against the grain and all of this other good stuff. Why? Because that creates a struggle, and Saturn is the planet of struggle. If we want to talk about the great black mama of creation or the great grand holy mother, please go get the book, Great Black Mama of Creation, on Amazon. It's going to break it down how everything in this male society was stolen and has been a plagiarism of the sacred feminine energy. Hands down. There is no other way that you can put it. But at first, I was going to go on his channel and show you the receipts that he shows from his video, but I want to give him them views. No, I won't give him them views, man. Go to Cam James YouTube, and he has a video up there recently that he just did like 11 days ago, less than 2 weeks ago, and it's called FUBU Scammer Red Flag something something. I forgot. It's a long name. You know how nerdy black folks start getting crazy with it. But out of that on that video, I'm gonna say in agreement, right? Out of 100, out of a percentage of 100, I'm gonna say I agree with that video 95 to 93 to 95%. He has a five. He gets a 5%. He loses 7 points for coming at the chakras. Don't come at, man. Look, a shot. Soon as you start talking bad about the chakras, I'm thinking you talking about me. Soon as you start talking negative about the chakras, I'm gonna take that personally because I'm the only black man on the internet that has the claim that you can do my exercise and my guided meditation, and you will physically feel all 29 of your chakras coursing through your body from head to toe. I am the only black heterosexual man that is on the internet that is giving you his own yoga system. I created my own yoga system, and guess what? You can catch on now, you can catch on later, but I'm about to give it away now so great grand holy mother universe can fulfill her end of the bargain that she gave me, right? And so I'm gonna fulfill my end ASAP. So y'all about to see a whole bunch of videos of me telling you, these health secrets, man. These free health secrets that if you do them, listen. All of my brotherhoods, the people in the brotherhood, the people in the sisterhood, all of you all of you motherfuckers that's sick right now. Ooh, man. I'm about to give y'all the key to cure. I'm about to literally give you my key and give you my keys that heals all disease, bro. So it's gonna be a happy new year for anybody who takes advantage of these health secrets that I'm about to reveal for New Year's. Y'all better strap your seatbelt, because those of you, cause I guarantee you, y'all gonna be coming in the chat saying, "Yeah, bro, it worked." Y'all gonna be coming in the chat, y'all gonna be coming in the comments, y'all gonna be reposting it. It's about to go viral because when you go do it and see that it really worked, because I'm gonna show you how to tweak it, how chakra doctor tweak it. I never follow the instructions of health supplements. So if it says, if that motherfucker said, hey, take only one dose, I'm gonna probably take two, just because I don't follow the instructions of health supplements, and I never followed the instructions when it told you drink responsibly. Now I done got shit face wasted before, so I like to get shit face wasted off of herbs. right? I like to take supplement. I like to take, you know, especially my own health secrets. You know, the health secrets that I created myself. I take that every day. But they got other people. Man, I'm not the only one that got health secrets. I'm not the only one that created a cure to heal something. And I've done, and me as a competitive businessman, me as a competitive herbalist, me as a competitive health person, as a holistic healer, me as a competitive guru, me as a competitive God on earth. I went and I went out and about to see if they had somebody's stuff that was better, as good as, or as mine. That was better than mine or as good as mine. So let me let you know the one thing. I haven't found nothing that's better than mine yet. Yet to date, I haven't found nothing that's better than my miracle food, miracle tea, my oil of Ra and tea of Ma, right? Oil of Ra. I haven't found nothing better than that yet. Tea of Ma, I haven't found nothing a better tea concoction than that yet. And I'm gonna give that to you for free right now. You can see I sell it on my website. But those of you who still gonna buy it from the website, you know what I'm saying? I already know y'all gonna try to buy it because y'all, man, I ain't trying to do that, Doc. Just put it together for me and send it to me. But I'm gonna have it for you for free, and you're gonna be able to, do your thing with it, man. What else I wanted to say? Oh, uh, so I haven't found nothing better than that. So let me say that one thing first. If I had to remove every single health supplement that I'm doing, if you had to choose, you going into the 5D, you going into the penitent, you about to listen, they about to throw you behind the bars. You can only bring two things with you. Water doesn't count. You're gonna be provided water for whatever kind of water you want. You can only bring two things with you behind these walls. What two things you bringing with you? I'm bringing my self-created and long soul. I've been selling this forever. My oil of Ra, my tea of Ma, formerly known as Miracle Food and Miracle Tea. But I had to change it from miracle because they started saying that, you can't say miracle, it implies cure, this, that, and the third. So no, it's oil of Ra and tea of Ma. And yeah, great grand holy mother and the great grand holy father Ra got an oil in the tea. And yeah, man, and that's it. But they got other health secrets that I've tried that I've been doing. They got one health secret that I tried once. I kept the evidence of it, but I can't. Ever since I tried it, I can't find it nowhere on it. And it's from Africa, and I've tried to find it everywhere. Somebody I'm gonna say the great grand holy mother of all divine sent an agent into the back of my car when a nigga was Ubering and left it back there. And this was right when I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And I did it and it was crazy. And I feel like it did something crazy, like it reset my body on something crazy. I think it was like a full reset. I'm gonna reveal that health secret, man. Listen, there's no way. After I give away these secrets, if you're still sick, unhealthy, that's on you. That I'm not about to be the reason why you sick and unhealthy. I'm about to give you I'm about to give it to you, bro. Sis, whoever you is, man, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your cousin, man, I'm telling you, the secrets I'm gonna give you are the secrets that I've healed cancer with, I've healed AIDS with, I've healed herpes with, I've healed STDs with, I've healed everything with this cure. I've healed mental disorder with it, I've healed emotional disorders with it, I've healed spiritual spiritual thing had people had all kind of spiritual things going wrong that they sensed in the spirit, took the health supplement, took the specific health supplement, everything good. Sometimes you got to take something physical to affect the spiritual, and sometimes you got to do something spiritual to affect the physical. It go both ways, as above, so below. So, I'm about to get on before I get spit on, you dig what I'm saying? And until next time, man, keep these FUBU scammers out of our community. But most importantly, man, You should know the tree by the fruit that it bears. See, the reason why you ain't gonna never be able to catch chakra doctor slipping, because you could just pick up the phone and go doo, 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 and chakra doctor right there. And especially if it's in the locale. And even not in the locale, chakra doctor is mobile. I will fly to Cali. What? I will fly to VA. I will fly to PA. I will fly to GA. I will fly to TX. I will fly to the shot. Man, what are you talking about? And I'm talking about on some healthy shit. On some 100% great grand holy mother protected shit. So that y'all could really see that no, we tried. It's the great grand holy mother. Like, I couldn't even move my arm to pull. I couldn't even move my arm to pull and then when we was on the road and we tried to do it, the car curtailed, the energy curtailed us away from the car. Yeah, and then when we sent such and such an old boy in there, they completely got dismantled. Oh no, he really lived this shit. It's not a secret. He is. This is not an internet persona. I repeat, this is not an internet persona. I'm like this in real life, but times 10. I'm cool, calm, collective for the video. But man, listen, I'm Super Saiyan Goku when I get off the video. I'm Super Saiyan Goku when I get off the video. Y'all don't even know. This the tone down me, man. I'm Super Saiyan Goku when I get off the video. I'm not me, you ain't get killed. Yeah, on some cold-blooded gangster, spiritual gangster Bruce Lee type stuff. Yeah, man. You dudes ain't spiritual enough. That's why I don't really got male friends. I don't got male friends and male associates like that. Why? Because dudes ain't spiritual enough. Males ain't spiritual enough for me. So, dudes, me and dudes get along only so much as the money allows it. Because I am about my bread, I'm about my dollar, I'm about my barter and my trade, I'm about my exchange, and I'm about my magic, I'm about my great mother, I'm about my family and my kids, I'm about fasting, I'm about, all of the boring, hard, crazy stuff. I'm about all that. That's my hobbies. Like, you know what I mean? Uh yeah, health is my hobby, man. Health is my hobby. Health is my life. Health is everything, man. Health is the wealth, man. Let's see who live long enough. They talking about who getting the most money. Let's see who lives long enough, man. How long will you be able to live? Will your legacy be, oh, he died when he was 120, 130, 140? Oh, he died when he was 60, 70, 80. You never know, man. And these 60, 70, 80-year-olds be looking like 100-year-olds nowadays. And these 30, 40, 50-year-olds be looking like 60-year-olds and shit nowadays, man. And the youth is looking old and the old elders are looking youthful. It's crazy what's going on right now. And if y'all don't get hip to this feminine goddess energy, if y'all don't get hip to this great grand holy mother energy, if y'all, listen, it's a crazy mother earth. I rotate with her. It's a crazy mother earth. I rotate with her. They said calm as a bitch, and they say life is a bitch. It's a crazy mother earth. I rotate with her, man. Listen, Mother Earth don't play about me. Man, Mother Earth don't play about me. The great grand holy mother don't play about me, boy. I dare you, boy. Come against me, boy. The great grand holy mother don't play about me, boy. I'm just putting that out there for the record for anybody that's thinking punks jump up to get beat down, and we ain't talking about no physical, man. We are in the upper echelons of the realm, and we know for a fact great grand holy mother don't play about him. Yeah, leave him alone, or leave him alone, or incur the wrath of the great grand holy mother. See, who Rance? Who Rance Dunbar? Yes, Rance Dunbar. No, he ain't Shaka Doctor. High Magus? Who? Yeah, leave him alone. Who? Great Grand Holy Father? Yeah, leave him alone or incur the wrath of the Great Grand Holy Mother of all divine. I can say that with confidence. I can say that with pizzazz in my spinal cord. Ooh, jump, jump, 21 jump. You dig? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. As I bring her word, I'm gonna tell y'all what she told me to tell y'all. And she told me to tell y'all need to stop falling for the scammers. Stop falling for the scammers and blammers Who are the scammers and blammers? The scammers and blammers mean that they're giving you this recycled Christianity. They're just calling it, they're just calling it hotel. They're just calling it finance. They're just calling it stocks and trade. It's the same thing. That's what Christianity is, the greatest business on the face of the planet Earth. Come every Sunday and pay us your money and receive nothing in exchange. The greatest business, the most successful business on the face of the planet Earth is the Christian church. Did you know that? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Time out. Did y'all know that? The greatest business on the face of the planet Earth has been and always will be that structure of religion. So now, if you're trying to tell me that these people are generating all of this money and their claim is that their God is the savior of the world, but the world is in hell, you got to analyze that. And I did, and I come to find out that at the core of every male religion, it don't matter if it's whatever you call it, at the core of every male-dominated religion, there lies this underbelly of, I don't want to say the P word because that's probably flagged by now. There's this underbelly of borrowing from ancient texts and reverbing them, remixing them, and re-editing and republishing them and putting them back out and redistributing them in the form, in a grossly inverted form of what it used to be. Right? A grossly inverted form of what it used to be. Why? Because what it used to be feminine dominated. These were feminine stories, feminine details, sacred feminine, great grand holy mother board doctrine, great grand holy mother board universal law, great grand holy mother board awareness, but most importantly, great grand holy mother board reverence. Great grand holy mother board reverence. That great grand holy mother board, they don't fear the motherboard. What the feezy? I don't want no trouble with that lady, man. So y'all wondering why, they letting, these type of truths come out now, because they don't want no trouble with that lady, especially in 2026. Especially in 2026. They don't want no trouble with that lady in 2026. So here we go. Here we go. Going through the same thing. Ain't nothing new under the sun, man. And I guarantee you, all will be exposed, freed, and corrected, so that those of us who want to go to the next level will, and those of us who are not capable of going to the next level, you're going to receive what you receive as well. And that's just the way it's going to go, man. So I believe they all scammers, man. Until they're able to give us some physical, man. Dr. Sabi is the only one I respect out of all of them, because Dr. Sabi was the only one I was, number one, able to speak to and converse with and learn a few secrets from, that turned, and his education turned me into a full-time natural holistic healer that created a brand called Chakra Doctor. And my Chakra Doctor brand had a six-figure investment into it that solidified me through word of mouth for the last almost 10 years. I've been doing it for 11 years, but as a physical entity on paper, it's about 8 years and some change, almost 9 years as a physical entity. But it started way before the physical entity on paper started. I was acting like Chakra Doctor and moving and talking and walking like Chakra Doctor before Chakra Doctor, the company, was ever conceived, or not conceived, but what it is, manifested as a physical corporation or entity. So that's what happened with that. And now, and literally my livelihood. That was livelihood. Literally, it paid all the bills. So this secret I'm about to give you paid all my bills for years, healing people. Years I've healed people. But the great grand holy mother said it's time for you to be the high magus. And the high magus is 100% pure, uncut, intentional, time It's the infinity gauntlet. It's the power to wield the infinity gauntlet and the 6 stones of the gauntlet. These six, one of the main stones is a green stone called the time stone. Hey y'all, I think I'm tapping into something else that when it's all said and done, the only evidence of it is gonna be these videos, and y'all gonna be like, yep, he sure did say that. And that's how everybody gonna get onto it. But I can't hold on to these cures, knowing that they got people right now. If I gave them these cures, they'll probably be able to, you know, uh, put something, put something to the ground and running and start getting it. I got one cure. It's so crucial, man. If you just start doing that alone, that's what I'm saying, man. So New Year's 1126. That's 2 4. That's the what? That's that 10. That's that what? That's that binary code. That's that matrix. Matrix. Welcome to the matrix. I could see we living in a matrix. Living in a matrix. Matrix. Living in a matrix. Everybody, welcome to my matrix. Welcome to my politics, media, education and business, military and medicine, banking, religion, black market, stock market. These are just the basics. Everybody, welcome to the matrix. Y'all about to, y'all about to get the secrets to life, man. Fountain of youth, healing, the whole nine. Hope y'all appreciate it. And when great mother do give me what she give me, I'm gonna come on and be like, yep, she did it, y'all. She did it, y'all. She gave it to me. She did it. She completely 100% fulfilled her end of my self-sacrifice deal. And what part of myself did I sacrifice? I sacrificed, first and foremost, I sacrificed my Chakra Doctor brand. Let's get that clear. Chakra Doctor is not owned by Rance Dunbar. Chakra Doctor is owned by the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine and is the economic arm of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. And the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine does with Chakra Doctor Inc. as the church sees fit. And Chakra Doctor Inc. Operates in a capacity that aligns with the purpose and mission of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. Who is Chakra Doctor Inc.? Here I go, me, Chakra Doctor Inc. Now, with that being said, Chakra Doctor Inc. has physical products and physical in-person services, meaning the things that I do remotely, the things that you can buy, no, you can pull up on me at my brick and mortar in ATL. I have a brick and mortar. What's that is? That brick and mortar is called My House, and my house has been turned into a business. Turn your life into your business and your business into your life. And guess what? My house is no longer a house now. My house is a church. And my house is a natural holistic healing center, just like Dr. Sebi did. I copied off Dr. Sebi. When I went to Dr. Sebi's business, guess what it was? A house turned into a business. He took a house and he turned it into a business. That's what I did. I took my house and turned it into a business. I learned from the greatest. Can't help that. Now, with that being said, I'm going to get on before I get spit on. And everybody else, just be well, just be prepared. 2026, these health secrets gonna be revealed, and do with them as you will, man. You already know what the business is. ChakraDoctor.xyz.